I also want to talk to you about God's signature in the Bible. God's signature is that as many things tend to happen in multiples of 7. This is called heptadic structure. Heptadic simply means by sevens. The law of 7 is found, or was found rather, and expounded on by Dr. Ivan Panin. Now, Dr. Panin was born in Russia in December of 1855. He participated in attempted insurrections and plots against the Tsar at an early age. They kicked him out of Russia, they exiled him to Germany, and after several years he was able to find his way to the United States and go to Harvard University. After graduation, and attaining, okay, let me try that again. I got my tongue tied around my eye teeth and I can't see what I'm saying. Sorry. After graduation and getting his PhD, he converted from agnosticism to Christianity. Okay, you want to talk about a miracle? Tons of miracles in the Bible. We had a Harvard PhD become a Christian. That's pretty awesome. At the age of 35, in the year of 1890, he discovered that both testaments had a mathematical design in the Hebrew and the Greek, and devoted the next 52 years of his life until he died in 1942 at the age of 87 in the diligent, detailed, and painstaking study of this amazing phenomenon, producing 43,000 handwritten, not computer, handwritten pages of analysis. I think I'm good if I get 25 pages not handwritten, but typed in the computer. Some of it cut and pasted from the internet where I changed words around. This guy, handwritten. You think his wrist might have hurt sometimes? I'm pretty sure it did. The guy probably had carpal tunnel. That is an amazing feat. We're not going to go through all 83,000 pages. I just want to put your mind at ease. We're not doing that. In fact, we're not even going to go through all the pages from the Gospels, because that's still a few thousand. I just want to take you through a few facts that he found. Matthew has a vocabulary of 42 Greek words, a division of 7, that are not used by any other New Testament writer. The 42 Greek words unique to Matthew contain a total of 126 Greek letters. Both numbers are divisible by 7. So either they all got together and said, you know what? I'm going to be the only one to use these words. You guys don't touch them, okay? So I'm just going to use them. And the other one said, okay, well, I'm going to use these words. You guys don't touch them. And then another one said, okay, I'm going to use these words. Y'all don't touch them. And somehow all those words, they counted them up and they said, well, you know what? I'm missing one. I think we should all have 7. So let's go ahead and find another word that y'all can't use. Y'all think that happened? I don't think so. So either that happened or Matthew wrote his gospel last. Case closed, right? They've always been talking about who wrote their gospel first, who wrote their gospel last. Well, it must have been Matthew, except it isn't. Mark also has this structure. The words and letters used in Mark, but by no other New Testament scribe, is divisible by 7. It's the same with Luke. It's the same with John. It gets worse. This is also in the writings of James, Peter, Paul, and Jude. So, did these guys just all sit down and say, okay, here's a list of words I'm going to use, and it's divisible by 7, and none of y'all can use them? And they all just went around the table? That doesn't sound feasible to me. I believe that this is all by divine design. By the way, when we talk about Mark 16, there are a lot of people who will say, oh, well, Mark 16 doesn't really belong. Here's the problem. If you take up Mark 16, you lose the law of 7s in the book of Mark. Mark 16 is just as inspired as any of the New Testament writings.